The analog horror genre is something that, to me, nobody else can do. That being, of course, the ability to inflict this massive amount of fear. Now, don't get me wrong, I've been scared, of the occasional jump scare, but I've been even more terrified when it comes to analog horror. Sometimes, less jump scares are more. I will now be showing you a video from Squimpus McGrimpus. Go check out his channel. Unfortunately, he does not do videos anymore, but he used to do a lot of analog horror for FNAF, which is a type of franchise that people literally don't see as scary anymore as it used to be when it really blew up for the first time. They now see it as a joke, kind of a meme, but these people kind of keep it alive, I'm gonna show you this quick video real quick and show you why, to me, it's so scary.
What's this doing here? The hell?
Hey, no! Look, I know we can't have that guy back here, but you can't just put shit in without telling me. I could have died. God damn it, you know what? How about you take your facial recognition and shove it? Because I'm not working in this death trap anymore, starting right now!
Now, at first glance, that video not to the average person not seem that terrifying that I made it out to be, but to me, it's the face in the back. Usually, it's the jump scares, but in this situation, it's just the blank smile and stare of the person in the back. To me, it's something I can't even describe of how terrifying it is. Not terrifying per se, but more like just morbidly disturbing. It is a type of horror when it makes the viewer or watcher look around their environment or the room that they're in to look for the monster. Such examples of this are Siren Head. Now, how does Siren Head, of all things, relate to the topic that we're talking about? Siren Head is not analog horror, but for the example that we're in right now, the head in the back, smiling and staring at us, matches into the environment pretty well because of how poorly dim it is, the environment that we're in. So it makes you search around the room, and when you finally find it, it's terrifying. The same thing with Siren Head. It is tall, skinny, and looks like a tree if it's standing up straight. And when you finally find it, it's scary. That, to me, is what makes this situation terrifying. Now, I do not want to branch off too far from analog horror now. I got a little bit sidetracked and when Siren Head came into the picture, but I was merely just observing the types of analog horror, The thing for me is what makes analog horror so special is that the fact that it does not rely on jump scares. Trust me, jump scares happen in at least 3 seconds and that's it. It's over, and once it's over, you laugh about it because you got scared. With analog horror though, if there's something in the background that you can't really see, and then when you finally see it and it's just there staring at you and nothing else is happening, it's like a longer jump scare, but except they're not yelling, they're not jumping at you, they're merely just staring at you. Now, I know that that's not what analog horror has to offer. In fact, that's not what it's really about, but I'm really saying that this is what they use to further elevate the VHS type of horror. If you're not really getting the experience that I'm trying to show you, let me try to put it into perspective. Imagine you find yourself pretty thirsty in the middle of the night and wake up to go get a glass of water. You open the door and you find yourself in the dark with a very long hallway and a creature in the middle of the hallway staring right back at you. Now there's also another type of analog horror where there's sort of like jump scares but not really. In fact, it's like an uncompleted jump scare slowly building itself to be one full jump scare. Here's an example. as you watch that video, you could slowly see the face getting more and more disgusting and scary, and there's just not enough words to cover what we just saw. But over time, it got worse and worse and worse, which made the feeling that I felt, and you guys probably felt, even worse and worse and worse. Now that's gonna cover it all for today, but I am not done with analog horror. There are still so many other types and ways they present themselves. It's honestly better than any other horror movie that I've seen before. I know this isn't really my type of video that I usually make, but I just really wanted to make these type of videos. I really got inspired by Nexpo, who does these type of videos, and I think I want to do some of these videos, and maybe some other stuff too. And yeah, that's it for today. See you.